Welcome back. Hi, it's me again. Welcome to session number 5. And as usual, I'm excited because I'm going to speak with you today. How are you today? How are you feeling today? I know you're feeling great because you know how to manage your state. You know how to become in the peak state. Are you with me? We are most of the way through the phase number 1 of the 10 steps to increase your sales, which is engaged so far. We talk about to make sure you're prepared and how to manage your state. You remember that? And that you have to get their attention. Once you do this, you will need to create a quality connection with your clients, which we're going to cover today. Before we can start this session, we can do small little meditation. You say meditation is boring. No, it's a really good meditation. Close your eyes, focus on your breathing. Close eyes, focus on your breathing. Well done. So focus. If you drive the car, if you can park the car beside somewhere, just do this exercise. Maybe if you don't want to close eyes, open the eyes. You can do with open eyes as well. But when you close eyes, you can more engage with it. Okay, now you just focus your breathing. I say when you breathe in, you can imagine just healing power going inside. So golden light going inside. When you breathe out, give them black color or give them any color which you want to give the color. You breathe in, healing power going inside. If you have any kind of unwanted thought which give you disturb you, which give you anxiety, which give you depression, if any kind of a body pain today, release this. Start. Are you good? Breathe in, golden light going inside. When you breathe out, all your pain and anxiety is coming out. Start. Do 3 breaths, okay? 3 breathing. 1, 2, 3. How do you feel? Smile. Now just a big smile on your face. I said everyone's a big smile on your face. Just smile. Yes, you have a beautiful smile and you have a beautiful teeth. Right? Yes, you have. Now, start the session. How to create great relationship and connection. I remember I talked early about how to create rapport. Well, now we're going to drill deeper. I will give you some specific tools and strategy on how to just do that. Very simple, but very powerful. So the purpose here is really to identify what these factors are. So let's say, for example, you are a financial advisor and you have got a client who's considering utilizing your service. Now, why are they going to pick you? For the reason you tell me, guess why they should pick up you? Why? What's the reason why they just only select you? Would they pick you? Is you're intelligent? Is that you are passed your exam with high marks and you have a degree from best university? As a reason they pick up you? What do you think? No, may have something to do with it, but I doubt it. That's probably not the biggest part. The difference is going to be whether that person they trust you, and that has confidence in you, think that you can get the job done, and better just believes that you have their best interest at heart. This may be the signal, most important aspect of sale. Okay, now I can just ask you, how many best friends do you have? Just make your best friends list. How many best friends do you have? And why they are your best friend? How many best friends do you have and why they're your best friend? Maybe you are somebody's best friend as well, and why you are best friend to them. Why? What do you think? Write the reasons, okay? Write it. I will tell you later on. Write it. Stop the video, you can write it. Okay, and the salesperson, if you can ask, what is the most important part of the selling process? What do you think? What is the most important part of the selling process? What will your answer? If I ask these questions, what is the most important part of the selling process? If I ask this question, what your answer will be? The questions, when you ask these questions, what your answer will be? Maybe your answer say closing, and get the answer closing. Maybe you think, what is the most important part of the selling process? Close the sale. This is the most important part. Has a reason. As a sale, I'm selling. No. If you have this answer, then you can ask the top producer's answers. Top producer is a world, literally top communicator. People, they are able to have the largest, is come close on most number of sales certainty. What they tell me, you want to find out what they think or what they saying. Top producer, what they saying or what they telling. You want to figure out? The key answer is, what is the most important is a rapport between you and the customer, your relationship, awareness that you feel connected with them and they feel connected with you, that really trust you. We are going to take one element, one emotion. I would say it's a trust. The first question the prospect has in mind is, who's interested? Do you have in mind, do you really care about me, or you really just in it for your commission? Remember the questions, what they think before the meeting? They say just only you need the commission or you care about me. You remember this? Another thing I already asked you, why you have their best friend? Because you trust them. You can share your problem. You can share your weak stuff with them. They can help you. You trust them. Has a reason they are your best friend. Or maybe you're somebody else's best friend because they trust you. You trust them. They trust you. Has a reason you are best friend. Same. The perspective think, gee, you care about me or just only you care about your commission? Because you haven't built the trust yet. And you got to make sure upfront, real early in that presentation, this person really knows what you're really about. It isn't a flawless yes, I really like you, or isn't a fake compliment where you just notice something that's obvious and say it, where you use clear flattery. Have you noticed with yourself, maybe someone really sweet with you, you know clearly he's doing flattery, right? You have got to get yourself to the point where you walk in to see a perspective with a deep level of emotion like empathy, a deep caring emotion, a deep kind of a better word. For you, I would just say almost you love somebody. You have to love somebody. And you say, well, how can I do with stranger? I love somebody. No way. So top producer always do this. Buy most salespeople and do very well. Has a reason they're doing very well because they love stranger. Do very well. What I'm here to tell you, that if you can really get a customer, somebody you have just needing to feel like you really sincerely care about them right from the very beginning, you can't believe the kind of impact that you have. How do you go about doing that? Well, think part of it. It is ask yourself better question again. Part of it is a thinking about what is it that you love about all human beings, no matter how ours a person may seem to be underneath, that there's always somebody, there's always a diamond. Maybe now you can think your life experience. Maybe you met someone, he's a very harsh person, but after 20 minutes conversation, he's a diamond. You remember any person in your life? You remember that? Same, underneath there's always somebody, there's always a diamond in the rough, if you can, who just like have some tough time and they are in a tough state. Maybe I don't know what's happened in their life as a reason they are in the tough state. Your life at the time, they are doing a lot of problem. Maybe they're already suffering, they have a lot of problem. As a salesman, you're a healer. You give them solutions. You help them. Problems sometimes most harsh people are there. People you need to have the most support. And if you can be loving to somebody and caring somebody who is stranger. Maybe you remember that. Maybe you go holiday somewhere. You don't know anyone, but some strangers really help you. He supports you. He shows the care. Maybe you remember the person's name. You probably the person's name, or you maybe remember their face as well, because someone stranger help you, support you. If you can be loving to somebody and caring somebody who's a stranger, even when they treat you harshly, you encourage reciprocation. Again, they will not forget it. If you walk into place and time is what you, someone speak with you harshly, someone say that they don't have very good voice when they speak with you, don't speak with you good manners, what are you going to say to them? Give us some example. I give you one example. Why don't you say, I apology, I certainly want to be disrespectful to any way. I just had an idea that I want to share with you about how you can increase your sale about 20%, and it's obvious that you don't hear about that right now, but if you did want to hear about it, when would you want me to talk? What do you think? What have you done here? You offering new opportunity. If someone asks you, you can say, has a reason I disturb you, I really apologize for this, I'm offering you this opportunities. For example, I can say I can offer you a computer system, I can use software, you can save your time and you can spend more time with your family. They say, and you can make a double money. People, they say, oh my God, they love to hear this because you're offering new opportunity. People always like new opportunities. Okay, now are you with me? Does it make sense to you? Just now, if you sat down, can you stand up? Stretch your body. Stretch your body. Stretch your body. Well done. See, often people send me things like that. For example, I give you another example. When some people come to see me, I ask some questions for their life regarding relationship, any work, anything. I ask the questions. They say, well, I don't know the answer to that question. I never argue with the prospect. You never want to argue with them. So always want to align with them. The number one aspect of persuade. Persuasion is aligned with somebody and redirect them. That's why rapport is so important. So if somebody say to me something, I don't know the answer, that question, I will say, I can appreciate that. I know you don't know the answer, but if you know, what would you probably say? And it's simplistic. Has the sound. Somebody go from I don't know to well, did it to? Because when you take the pressure off, they would give you the right answer. Answer many times, or will come up with the answer right away. The only reason. Sometimes you simply say me when I say, I can appreciate that. I know you don't know the answer. What if you know, what would you probably say? They just only take 2 seconds to say this. I want this. They say that. I will do this. For example, your kids come to say, I want a dinner. They say, what should I make a dinner for them? You say, I don't know. You ask the question. If I can appreciate, I can appreciate that you don't know the answer. But if you know, what would you probably eat tonight? They will say, I want this. Or try. You got their answer. Okay, it's fine. Are you still with me? Maybe you think maybe you can ask your partner. They say, if you want to go holiday somewhere, she say, I don't know where to go holiday. You can ask this question. You can use this strategy in your real life as well. As a simplistic, this is a sound somebody go from I don't know to, because when you take pressure off, they can give you the better answer. Now maybe you can think about next time, just make this notes as a very powerful questions. That's right. Now, what happened? Because we normally say, I don't know the answer. So we give people opportunity by learning to use this language in pattern. Well, I know you don't know. What if you didn't know? Or I know you don't do something now. What if you did? How to feel? And what you're doing too, what you are doing is you're lying with the person, being on our side, being, what do you think? You get your answer. They know what they really want. And you then redirecting. The key, I guess, if you really want to have a long-term influence until short-time influence, just by impact. See, persuasion can be looked at many ways. You can persuade somebody by demanding. You can persuade somebody by correct. But if you want to influence somebody long-term, the only way that's going to happen, maybe I already give the example about your friendship. Maybe their friends really trust you. Maybe so many obstacles come their lives. You give them right, you correct them, you give them right advice, they listen their advice, they follow it, they create a good result. Has a reason you can easy to influence them. Are you with me? Well done. Maybe anything you can think. Maybe your friend asks you any advice, you give them advice, you influence them. They always respect you for long term. If they any kind of trouble, they will ask you. If you really have their trust, but because they trust you, as a listen, they will listen your advice. They will follow it because you already built their trust. If they really feel like you care about them personally, the same thing is true. Our children, because why our children love you? Because they know we care them, we deeply care them. Has a reason. They love us, they respect us. Same your partner. Why people have a good relationship? They have caring, they have a trust. However, when you give the discipline to kids, this you tell them because they will listen to you because they trust you. Are you with me? Now you can think anything because your kids listen to you. Maybe that reason because they trust you, because sometimes you say your kids, don't do that. They won't do this because they know you care about them. They trust you. That's right. So, does it make sense to you? Okay, a few times you can take a deep breath again. Just take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath. 3 times. Same. It's going healing inside. When you breathe out, you all stress or tiredness coming out. Take 3 times. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Now just stretch your body. Just stretch your shoulders. Stretch your body. Just stretch your shoulders. Stretch yourself. Well done. You feeling good? Yes. We start by thinking, well, what is about this person and that I really could like? What about this person? As soon as I met them, they're special or unique. I'm coming from a place of you keep asking the question, you really sincerely want an answer. You're not just doing it to manipulate. Usually come up with kids of answer and caring. You remember something, that is that people buy from friends. Okay, now you can make a list. How often do you buy from your friends? If your friend recommend to you, buy from there. Go this website, order there. How often do you buy it? If the person sat down with you and they feel like your friend, they will tell you things that won't tell anybody else. In fact, they will even help you close the sale when prospect become your friend. What I tell most people wanted to sell seminar, I say, look, people buy from friends. Even the person they're buying from a lousy state person. I mean, isn't it true? How many do you ever have somebody be a lousy sale person but you like him so damn much? The research doesn't matter, because your research already knows. My friend said to them, I'm going to buy it because my friend said that. As a reason, you bought it. Sometime your friends will holiday somewhere, he recommend you hotel. Next time you're going to book the same hotel if you go the same city. Does it make sense? Yes. And sure enough, what happened is, well, I will do that for a friend. I will do that for somebody's coming and trying to manipulate me into doing something. That is why I keep saying the same message over and over again, because repetition is a mother's skill. I hope tell sink in, not only in your heart but in your head. That is simplistic. It is learning to be associated with these people can do incredible miracle for you in time of ability to persuade, influence. Again, you got to believe that you and your heart have their best interest in mind, and you got to believe what you're selling 100% work. The most successful salespeople I found were long-term players, are people that have learned to enjoy themselves because they understand that selling is a process of making friends. If all life is about meeting, prospect and closing sale, that's a pretty disassociate life. What do you think? If you go any meeting, she says, I'm going for the meeting, I'm going to make new friend. You will have the different state. You will have the different feeling. Next thing, when you get the feeling, you get this meaning, I'm going to have a meeting with prospect, rather than say, I'm going to make a new friend. What do you think? And if you think, I'm going to just close the sale, I have the meeting, I just want to close the sale, then you will have a different perspective, you have a different body language, you will have a different questions, right? Okay, next time when you go in a meeting, tell yourself, I'm going to make new friends. If you say just I want to close the sale, that's pretty disassociate life. And you say, I believe that you and we pay for one thing to make friends. And the more deep friendship, no, just know. You already know that. Squid on. The interest was a more deep connection we make, the more deep friendship. When we or I create a friendship, how do you feel? What do you feel? When I create with people, the more money will make come automatically. Because people buy from friends, and people buy from friends again and again and again. You already know your personal life experience. How often do you buy from your friends? How often do you buy from your friend? Again and again. Even they know phone you when you finish your product or service, you phone them again. They say, can you deliver this? Because they want a lot of time on the rails. You are the person to come back to it. Just like I already told you, it's my experience. I say because for example, sorry, I didn't share the experience. I'm going to share the experience with you. For example, just I made my friend, she made a kitchen from a plumber because the kitchen was beautiful. Then I told you how much he charged the money. He said he's a friendly service. He's such a good guy. He service you very good material. He just give you blah blah blah. I said just give me the number. When I came home, I just called the person. You can come home. I like to make my new kitchen. But I say, because my friend told me, as a reason, my friend trusts the person, then I automatically trust the person. Then he came my home, he is going to turn my kitchen. Simple. Or try, because they say, because we buy from friends and friends, because the person give you very good service, she recommend me. As a reason, when you make a friend, then you create a more money and you will save a more time, rather than the person come to see me, then he can give me presentation, then he can have a meeting, then he try to persuade me. He save a lot of time because my friend recommend me. She say he's a very good guy, he has a good service, he just finish quicker. That be good. I say fantastic. I just call him. I say, when you can start my kitchen? I just ask a straight question, when are you going to start my kitchen? Rather than I don't know somebody else, I rather give the business our heartbeat and some stranger are going trying to close me. Doesn't it make sense to? Now some salespeople, oh yes, well you make it sound so easy. I mean, come on, this selling, there's a lot of objections. You already know the selling business, a lot of objections out there. You already know that. You already know the stuff. This is, and as I tell you something, if you think this job, maybe already we had discussion, because when you go speak with people as objections, now you have to think very careful. What you should give the meaning, which meaning or motivate you. Okay, for example, they say, as I tell you something, if you think this job you have is a tough, you have got to take another look at all the right now. If you think selling is a tough job, then you have to rethink, this is for me or no. If you think sale job is a making friend, this is for you. I want to tell you something. You don't work for living. You don't. And I know why you always easy for you say, I work for living. No, we don't work for living. I doubt it. We don't work for living. I doubt it. What do? Have anyone's dreams alive? You have a dream up. You will get paid to make friends. Does it make sense? Because you work here, they give you money to make friends. When you have the sales business, they give you money to make friends. And make friends offer you make our prospect or contacts or a few customers, then you will be okay. But if you make a deep friendship, that's my life is the same. My life is about make a friends. I hope I will be your friend, that through this experience, maybe I love to be your friend through, because 10-day journey, we're going to 10-day journey with together, then I love to be your friend. Then I have a great feeling for you. I hope you will have the same feeling. And one day I will come in your country, then you say, oh, my friend came in my country. And I hope you will have the same feeling when I come in your country. You say, oh my gosh, she's my friend. The feeling with me, I want that with you. I hope you know something there. Say sometime like that, hold how really that is. It's real for me. I hope it's real for you as well. next thing, when we're going to see the next meeting, we are friends, then we'll have a different perspective. We have a different feeling, different trust, different respect. Then we build a trust. This way, I love to be your friend. Will you be my friend as well? Okay, now you think, you see, this is a great concept. If you become their best friend, they will give you sale automatic. They will refer you. They will give you so many clients. You can make a lot of money if your perspective become friends. And you will enjoy this career. People paying money because you're making friend. Does that make sense? Your job is be more enjoyable. Okay, now you say, how can I build this friendship with perspective? This is a first. You have to understand what is a rapport. How does it work? How can I use this rapport in my business life? How can I use rapport in my personal life? You have to understand this concept deeply, because when you understand it, you can use anytime. Unknowingly, you're already using this concept. But now we can the more deep discussion. What is a rapport and why you need this? You already, is it clear for you? Friendship. When your perspective become your friend, more coming, money, more contacts you have this, right? Now we're going to see this next video. We're going to speak about rapport. What is a rapport and why you want understand this concept, how you use this in your meeting or in your business or in your real life, right? And your personal life, sorry. See soon. Until God bless you and keep smiling. Love with passion. Welcome to our second day, day 5. We're going to talk about this in session about rapport. I'm very excited to talk about this. Okay, what do you think? What is a rapport? When I say the rapport, what picture do you create in your mind? What feeling do you create in your mind? What do you think? And how often you use a strategy? I tell you honest, you use a strategy all the time. You use a skill all the time. And what is a rapport building? To really understand building rapport with clients and customer and with your partner, with your kids, you have to know what rapport building means. The rapport building definition is, number 1, creating a relation or connection, especially one that is understanding with another person. Rapport building is achieving mutual trust and understanding between 2 or more people. It leads to deep listening, meaningful conversation, and fulfilling relationship where everyone involved benefit. What do you think? How you can build the rapport with your customer? Have you thought about? I'm going to recall your memory like the communication model. We already know that 7% your word when you speak with someone, 38% your tone of voice, and 55% your body language when you speak with someone. Okay, when you master your rapport building skill, then you can use these all things. You use a 7% your words power, you can use 38% your tone of voice, and 55% you can use your body language. Most of the time, what will happen when you speak with someone, we miss some these powerful skills. We don't use them. Now when we're going to discover how we can use fully power when you speak with someone, even in the office or in the home, maybe how can we master on it? Are you ready to learn it? Yes. Say yes. Are you in the peak state? Say yes. If you want to understand what is a rapport, you already know rapport meaning deep connection with people, and this is their powerful strategy, matching and mirroring. I'm tell you what I mean. See, when most people trying to develop the rapport, they think that they are usually try and so as a user trying to apply to use of lots of words. When they try to build the rapport, what they try to use lots of words. What percentage of your influencing tools do words represent when you get together another human being? That's right, only 7%. Most of the time, mature salespeople, they build the rapport, use the word. This meaning they use only 7% their own power. Yet, this is where 95% of sales training is, doesn't it? They use it. And think about all the words are supposed to use all the close. They think when they use a word they can close a sale. Only 7% and 95% people use only words. They just only ask questions. You're supposed to do all it in just one state. When you say, how to say, does all those things are focus on words and more sales training. Now, if you're focusing on only words, what result you can create? Have you thought about? And you need to discover the words, which is most people to get rapport. They ask question. Listen when they are saying, asking the question, trying to find some word. You got a problem because you're missing out of 93%. Your tools you got to get beyond. As a reason, some people they have a problem to build the rapport because they use only 7% their own power. They miss their 97% their own tools or their own power. That and use more you have got to learn to use your voice quality, which represent what percentage? Voice quality, what percentage? Think about that. Yeah, what you think? 38%. Voice quality present 38% of what you are communicating come to in voice. Cause our voice quality, tonality, tempo, timbre, keyword and so on. Now the key one of the course of physiology, and physiology again represent one percentage. One more time, 55% your physiology work is a big one. 55%, and you said you just only 7% your only words. So you can use all right word and still making rapport. There's no guarantee, there's no absolutely you can't build a rapport with only 7% skill. Guarantee you can get rapport everyone if you limit yourself to words. Well, there's an absolutely guarantee that if you learn to use your voice and your body in an effective way, you can report, you can build a rapport. What do you think? That's surprising, because we hardly use only 7% your power and use your 93% power. Yes, when you start this rapport, literally everyone, there's a pretty big claim to make, and you should invite, you should try it, and you should try it certainly. What is called match and mirroring? Match and mirroring when you use your body language and your tonality. That's called match and mirroring. What does it mean? It means when we study the best communicator in the entire country, you can read, maybe you can read you really follow someone, you can read their successful communicator, what things they have common, what they have common. Have you noticed that? The thing that we find out it that all these people have something unique in common. By the way, not all of them aware of. What do you think what they have common? What do you think? Just think in your mind. Think about what they have common, what they are doing, what the thing that they have in common, and they become like the person that they are with. They become like the person there in the way that they use their voice, the way they use their body, not just the words that they use. And what happened in the person? Start feeling like they are like them. They become a mirror, a maze of the person, their body. They match some of the same qualities back, but quality exactly. Well, let's look at a voice. Whether it was a top therapist like somebody like Dr. Milton Erickson. Have you heard this name? You can read his book. His book is awesome. When I read the book, I don't know, I open my eyes, I say, oh my God, he's such a awesome. You can learn so many powerful strategy when you read his book. He explained very simple way regarding rapport. If you really want to learn more deeply, you can read his book. I'm going to here tell you basic, but if you want to go more deep how to build the rapport, you can read his book. And this is a Dr. Milton Erickson. I really like his one thing of the greatest medical doctor, hypnotherapist that ever lived, a guy who would take patient. He just, when the patient come to see the doctor, he just solve his problem in one session. Have you noticed that? Patients, when it comes to maybe they are really in the deep depression, maybe they have so many problems, he just in one session he solved their problem. Why? Because he got them, have so much rapport with him, they felt so approachable to him that he was able to affect only the conscious thinking, but they are unconscious thinking. How do you do it? He would mirror the voice quality of the people he was communicating with their body. In other words, if you went to see Dr. Erickson, for example, one patient to go see the Dr. Erickson, the patient said to the Dr. Erickson, oh, I think so, I just don't think this is going to work. The patient say, I think just this is not going to work for me. My problem so big. Patient say that. You couldn't believe that Dr. Erickson said the same voice tonality. He said, I understand it. Now let's talk about what he did. The same voice quality, even the same physiology, also the person feel comfortable. They don't know why they feel comfortable. Someone say with high tone, they say, the patient say, I don't think it's going to be work. I don't know. The Dr. Erickson say the same tone, I don't think it's going to work. Well, we can talk about this. He used the same voice, he used same physiology. Maybe now you're wondering, if I do the same voice and physiology, people will notice it. Surprise. People don't do that. Most people don't notice half the thing. They are going to on around. Most of the time, people are in deep trance. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed? Because when people come to see me, they say, I don't enjoy my dinner and breakfast. I can say, okay, I ask the same questions. I say, when you have your dinner, your body and mind present the same place? They say, I don't know that. I say, next time when you have your dinner or lunch, observe yourself. Try. The people observe themselves, tell me. They say, no, when I'm having my dinner, I was sitting on my dining table, my mind was in the office. They are in the trance. Are you with me? And next time when you have your dinner, observe yourself. Are you in the trance or are you in the present? People live in a trance, So when you're talking, realize that most people, their bodies are here, but their brain is somewhere else. The point is this: what he would do is he would connect with them No, they did not notice that. He would also duplicate the way they use their body. Now the same thing is true top sale people. On the same thing is true of you when you are at the best. All you got to is go out and watch you doing. Just watch you're doing. When you're feeling like you're someone, look over also you. Notice you're dropping similar body postures. Your voice, volume or tempo may be going to out the same pace as the person speaking instead of talking like this is if they are talking like this. If you really in a rapport, you probably drop down as well. So what are some aspects of voice, for example, that we could mirror? What a lot of them, one of course would be tonality. Give example. For example, I give you the example for baby. When you speak with baby, how you speak with baby, have you noticed that you used his tonality? Have you noticed? They say when baby hard to say, hi, are you okay? You're okay, don't worry, you will be fine. When baby cry, you just speak his tonality. Maybe you use your physiology. Okay, next time you notice yourself, automatically you talk like the baby, because if you have the small baby, you notice yourself how you speak with the baby. Are you with me now? Okay, now maybe you can think about this event in your life when you really build a deep rapport with someone. How do you feel? You feel more connected, you feel more understandable. This way has a reason. I asked the question, why you say they're your best friend? Because they understand you. They say, she's my best friend, he's my best friend because she understands me. My partner doesn't understand me, but my best friend, they understand me because they have a best rapport they build with you, and they use your tonality, they use your body language. Next time when you speak with your best friend, notice their physiology, note your physiology. Then you can figure out, oh my god, I'm already using these skills, or even I don't know that. Because these skills, when you're with your best friend, you keep talking hours and hours. Because you have a deep trance has a reason. Because next time when you go in the meeting, use the same strategy with your customers, same tonality, same your body language. Okay, now I will give you some example how you can do mirroring when you are in the meeting. Are you ready to learn it? I think another thing I'm going to explain to you, people judge you. People judge by your physiology. Have you noticed that? Even for example, you're sitting there, maybe you're okay, maybe you're tired. People, even you sit and people think you're tired, you're nervous, you're okay. They use your physiology fast. We have to judge people by their body language. Even they don't say anything, we judge. He's a confident or he's a no confident. He's excited, he's a sad. Just we judge by their body language. Okay, now match and mirroring when you meet your perspective. Are you ready to learn it? If their energy is high, increase your to match. If they say, hello Bob, how are you? You can say the same way. Take the same energy level. Okay, they say, hello, how are you today? You give them the low energy. If their energy is low, then you have low energy. Actually, when they talk your perspective, use your hand. You can use your hands. Raise or lower your voice with others. You can mirror people's method of touch and match the strength of handshake. This usually, if they use it first, you can handshake. They can use their breathing pattern and their postures, their facial expression, tempo and tone. You can notice when they speak, how they use their facial expression. They say, oh, I don't like it. Maybe you can say, I don't like either. What do you think? I love this. You can say, I love too. What do you think? Use your same postures, facial expressions, and tempo and tone. Another thing, take a genuine interest in those you meet. Caring. We already see people like caring. To show someone you care about them, you need to take a genuine interest in their life. Ask throughout questions. Maybe listen their story. Show the empathy. They can notice that when you say something. Ask the questions. When you ask the question, check your body language. Check how you talk, how you tone when you talk with them. It's amazing, when you speak with this, you can, oh my god, you love your meetings then. You won't make any excuses when you go any meetings. Another thing, make other feels good. Want to learn how to build connection with others? Sense. Just think about how you can make other feels good. Deep listening. Listen them. Listen their answers. Show the interest. It could mean talk to other people, to those around you. Give genuine compliment. I already shared with slides how you can give the genuine compliment. You can use this compliment or you can make your own compliment. Just give them compliment. Give them genuine compliment. And use your kind words or give them gift. And just make other feels good. You can make a list how you can make them feel good. Give them compliment, give them gift, and deep listening, because people, when someone listen to them, they love it. Another thing, watch your body language, because this is more important than your voice often. Watch your body language. I have noticed sometimes when you have speak with someone, people touch the phone, they don't have eye contact. I don't like speak these kind of people. I don't like it. That's meaning they neglecting me, they ignoring me. I don't like speak with these kind of people. Next time you have noticed, if you're talking with someone and constantly looking around the room, breaking eye contact, looking your phone or giving other indicators, you aren't interested. You want to make a good impression. Next time, watch yourself, watch your body movement. When looking for how to connect with someone, the answer can be easy as holding eye contact and focusing your attention on what they are saying. If you do have to put your focus elsewhere, apology and explain what you're doing, then establish your focus. Okay, what do you feel? Now we can do little exercise. Now you can just close eyes. For example, close eyes for 2 seconds. You're speaking with someone. You're speaking, close eyes. Just imagine you're speaking with someone. The person's, he say, yeah, I like it, but their body language doesn't match what they're saying. Would you speak with this person? You think this is a waste of time? The person doesn't listen to me. You will get up and you won't speak with this person. Same. Next time, if you speak with this person, you have to watch your words, watch your body language. If they use your hand position, use your hand position. If they have energy level very high, use your energy level. If you show them you're excited, if you think they see, you can be excited. Oh, I'm very excited to do that. Then I say, I'm very excited for this. I'm very looking forward to speak with you. They speak with your tone. They will love it. They feel more comfortable with you. And they will be more deeply connected with you. They will hungry to listen your plan. Are you with me? Now we're going to discover this is a mirroring and matching. You already know how to mirroring and matching. And now we can do work on peace and lead. How you can lead the people. This is a rapport. This is a very powerful strategy. Passing and leading. Are you going to learn this? I'm so excited to teach you this. Passing and leading. I don't know. I'm just saying peace because most of the time when I speak with people, say, you will have a peace, as Rina say, I'm passing and leading. Okay, we're going to work on this. And so far, I can say maybe you can practice with your friends and family. Use your body language, use your breathing. How do you feel? You already have been using this strategy. Maybe now just I tell you, you already know in your blood. Now I can say very easy to use it. Now we're going to work on passing and leading. In this video, we're going to discover pacing and leading, how to get deep into the rapport. In NLP, the word pace meaning to follow. For example, if we pace someone who talks fast, we talk fast. They speak in their normal way, we follow by speaking in the same rate. On the other hand, if they speak slow, we speak slow. We also pace body positions. So if they slouch, so we do. If they sit upright and tense, then so we do. Whatever they do, when we are pacing them, we do the same. Another way of saying this is that when we pace another person, we duplicate their behavior, speaking, thinking. Then opposite of pacing is leading. When we lead, it is we who set the pace and the other person follow. Are you with me? Pace and leading, we follow the person, we follow our prospect, we follow our customer. First we follow them, after they going to start follow us. Are you with me? Does it make sense to you? To go into rapport with other person, we first pace them. I'm repeating again this line. To go into rapport with another person, we first pace them. This is, we do what they are doing in the way they are doing it. For example, if another person is angry, then we pace their body position, their loudness, their facial expression, and their words. After a while, we beginning to change our body position, way of speaking, extra to more calm state, and check whether the other follows us. Calm down. That is, we lead them. If they don't follow our lead, we do some more pacing and try again later to lead them into calm state. I already mentioned you, when prospect give you a projection, we say we respect you, we appreciate you. Then we do pace them, we pacing them, use their language they will use after our language. Are you with me? Now maybe you can think another person, maybe in your life event, you were really angry, you were really frustrated, and the person, after the person is speaking with you, you slow down, you speak slow. Do you remember anything happened with your life? Just think about any event happened with your life. You were really angry. Even I can say this is a very good very appearance. When the kid's really angry, the parents say don't worry, because they first they starting angry, after they start cool down, after both are cool down. Have you noticed that? If you know where this, next time you think the person was very angry, what was happened, what they did, and now they're very cool because they pacing. Are you with me? Okay, now maybe I can say, now you take a deep breath, take a 3 deep breaths. Maybe you can close eyes, you can open. Now you take a deep breath. Focus your breathing. Just deep breath, focus your breathing. Same, when you breathe out, all your negative energies come out. Tiredness, unnecessary thought, clutter, which you hold it, release them. When you breathe in, healing going inside. When you breathe out, all clutter is coming. You started ready. 1, 2, 3. If you think any kind of, you have a body pain, any kind of stress, release this emotion. Just breathe out. When you breathe in, healing is going inside. When you breathe out, all your pain, stress is coming out. Do it. You can stop the video. You can do 5 times. You can do 3 times. Well done. Now you can stretch your body. If you sit down, stretch your body. If you sit down, can you stand up and stretch your body? Well done. And now I'll give you another example. One way to pace another person is to use language to pace. When they are saying, doing, thinking, etc., we make statement that the other person will agree with. We can use their own language to do this. We can make statement that have a high degree of agreement. I give you an example. For you go hypnotize, you go the person to see them. The person say to you're sitting in the chair. They say, obviously I'm sitting in the chair. You're sitting in a relaxed way. She say, I'm relaxed on the chair. The person say, you're wondering what will happen next. You say, I know, I'm going to be relaxed. They say, you have just taken a deep breath. The person say, you're wondering what will happen. They say, you have just taken a deep breath. Just relax. The person say, your blood pressure has comfortably lowered and you relax. You don't have any problem. What will happen? What do you think? What happened here? We can pace words even when we aren't with the other person. As when writing, however, we pace the other person by saying obvious truth. We get them saying or thinking yes until we are ready to move into the lead and give them our belief. Are you with me? The person say, you sit in the chair. She say yes, and you feel relaxed. She say relax. Because when there is something else, your blood pressure is okay. Because she doesn't have time to the judge for this. She hasn't know the position, judge this, but it's probably true. Are you with me? Because when you take the person the deep trance, the person knows they can't judge anything. Are you with me? It's amazing when you do pace someone, when you lead someone. That's right? Okay, now you can thank him. Now I give you another example. For example, when you go see the car sales, how they pacing you, how they leading you. Have you noticed that? I give you another example. For car salesman, this car is a red. He say yes, a red. It has leather seats. It is automatic. It's ready to drive off, and it could be a good purchase for you. What do you say that? Now you can use for this product. This is a product like that. It's a wonderful product, and it could be good purchase for you. What do you think? The person says, yeah, I'd like to buy it. What do you think? This is called pacing and leading. It's amazing how you can use your language to lead a person. Especially you check your body language or your face expression. That's right. Are you with me? I think this is a powerful pacing breathing. Two people who are in agreement tend to breathe in the same way. Have you noticed when some people just sign the same contract? Have you noticed your breathing? Have you noticed your hand position? Have you noticed that? And the same rate and the same deep. When they are in syncs, they seem to breathe as one. Normally we do this unconsciously, but we can learn to be aware of the other's breathing at pace it. In pacing another who is upset, we assume a similar breathing rate and a similar breathing deep. We also pace their body language and words as well as pacing their breathing rate and deep. Also, we pace a cough. Maybe say, you say, cough, snap off. Of course, we do this immediately, but wait for 15 seconds before we pace it. However, it pacing, breathing, we don't need to wait. When you do breathing, listen it careful. When they breathing, you don't have to wait for 15 seconds, but when they cough, wait for 15 seconds. Okay, such a cough or pace breathing in real time, it will happen. Another way you can you can start pacing. Any kind of pacing, we might choose a pace in a different way So we can pace a person's breathing by tapping gently with a pencil. This should be done subtly. We do not make it obvious because that would put the person's awareness on what we are doing it. It is more effective to make it almost unnoticeable. Have you ever noticed, when ladies, when they gossiping, have you noticed how their physiology, their gestures, their tone of voice, their hand position, have you noticed when they gossiping? When someone gossiping, when they are in the love, have you noticed their body? They're pacing and leading. Are you with me? Now we're going to give you another example. Body rapport, pacing, body language. Previously, we said that build verbal rapport, we need to make several statements which the listener will agree with. Here we describe how to build rapport by using our bodies. Have you ever seen films of people talking together when they are in completely agreement, or people in a coffee shop? Sometimes it can be quite assuming to see how closely they adapt the same position or copy the same action. They look like a mirror image of each other. They do this without thinking about it. When we are in a rapport with another, we pace them exactly even though we are unaware we are doing it. If we learn to do this consciously and be more effective in your communication to influence another using behavior, we duplicate to behavior of the person we wish to influence. Listen it again. The influence another using behavior, we duplicate the behavior of the person we wish to influence. We do not do this immediately, but wait about 15 seconds before we repeat their behavior. I'll give you another example. Maybe you be in church or gurdwara or mandir, when the padri or pandit and granthi, when they pray it, we copy them. They pacing us so easily. When they pray us, we follow their body language. Have you noticed that? Have you been gurdwara or mandir? The padri, the pandit, they pacing and leading so easily. Have you noticed? Next time when you go, have a look at it consciously, where you're surprised. I'll give you another example. For example, if other person leans back in their chair, then a few seconds later we would lean back in our ears. Okay, next time when you go for lunch with your friends, go for coffee, watch yourself, watch your body language, watch your gestures, watch your breathing. You say, oh my God, I'm already using this. Why aren't I use this in my sales technique? Why aren't I use when I speak with my customer? You'll be surprised. And this way, why? Following the moment of the other, we establish rapport. Straight. This might happen when the other isn't aware it. You can sometimes do this with a person at a distance. This can be quite uncanny. We would pace other person for a while when we might search our nose, for example, and see if they follow us by searching their nose. Maybe you can say nose, maybe you can clean your nose. You can say, oh my God, after 2 seconds, they're going to touch their nose as well. If you can do itchy, maybe scratch your knee. My God, after some 15 seconds, they will scratch your knee as well. It's amazing, you know? What do you feel now? Okay, I'll give you another thing. After the session, when you have a time, maybe you can go coffee, you can go to the pub, anywhere you want to go, just see the people, use their body language, use their breathing, how they lead people easily when they build a rapport. So far, and they listen each other, especially when do someone gossiping, someone tell you secret, you use the same, their body language. Also, we can build a rapport by making 100% true statement and by using our body to build rapport with other. Or there's another way to build rapport, which to pace the information pattern of others. We deal with the next. What's the next? Give them compliment. Listen to them. Understand them. What do you think? How do you feel when you say mirroring, match, lead, pace and leading? How you can use these skills in your meeting? Have you thought about how you're going to use your body language, how you can use your tone, how you can use your facial muscles? Have you thought about, maybe now you can stop the video and make a list how you can use this strategy, these tools in your meeting, how you can use this. Now you can use your full power. I think does that make sense to you? Now you know how to use your 7% your words, 55% your body language, 33% your tone of voice. When you have the meeting, you're going to use this 100% skills and energy. This is your inner power. You're not going to depend on someone else because you already have this power. You already carry this power. Are you with me? Rather than you're going to use only 7% power, now you're ready to use your 100% power. Your physiology, your body language, your tone of voice, your facial muscles, your hand positions. Are you ready for this? And I'd love to hear from you. Please tell me, since you have started this rapport building your meeting, how do you feel? You feel more confident, you believe in yourself, you have more congruency in your body. What do you think? You will be different. We already have knowing you using this, unconsciously you're doing this strategy. Now you're aware this. When you next time you use it consciously, and after maybe 10 meetings or 5 meetings, even you don't know you have using, then just become your habit. Try. Now just make a notes for yourself how you use your body language when you speak with people, how you use your tone of voice and your words. Just write, make some notes. Stop the video, make the notes right now. Then you say how you build the rapport, and ask yourself how often do you build the rapport with customer, and when people build the rapport, how do you respond to people? Then you believe in this theory, right? Now we're going to figure out communicate, connect and get leverage. If you don't connect with your customer, your subject, you can't accept to be able to effectively communicate with a lead. But when people communicate and connect, though, much more than just words. I told you, in fact, the word we say make up only 7%. The meaning that we communicate strong. Leaders and top producers learn to use non-verbal cues to build a rapport and connection. So far, what we covered: our words power 7%, physiology 55%, tone 38%. Are you with me? Matching and mirroring. Matching and mirroring is a powerful and simple way to build a rapport by creating a common bond. People respond more favorable to others whom they perceive to be similar to themselves. So when you mirror pattern of speech, communication style, dress or interest, you can more easily expert influence. Mirroring is special important because it's tap into the 93% of communication that is not verbal. Mirroring allow you to influence another person through your tone and your physiology. I think are you master to use how to use your tonality, how you use physiology. Pacing and leading level up. When you have matched and mirrored, you way to a strong rapport. You can pacing and leading. Pacing is your ability to adjust to change your subject. Makes leading happen when you have built so much rapport with your subject. They are being to subconsciously mirror you. The guy say the car's really nice, this is ready to buy. You subconsciously you say, yeah, I'm ready to buy this car. If you're moving your chair, they're moving your chairs. Subconsciously they're going to follow you subconsciously. Now we're going to, this is a communication. You can influence someone, you don't speak their language. That's right. So it's important to learn and speak their language. They can understand you best. How everyone has a different language, but something is a common. You can understand. Do you remember the last time you bought a new car? Why was it that you chose one specific model and brand over another? Why? Do you remember when you buy your new handbag? You remember when you buy a new car for your house, new dress, new shoes? Do you remember that? What was in it? You remember this? Smell. Because you like the new car smell, right? Have you noticed that? Combination of all the above. What did you know? You purchased. The decision was likely influenced by subconscious cues built into the car. Have you noticed that? That's right. For years, car manufacturers have been studying not only how to build the best car at the right price, but also how to market those vehicles so more people purchase them. And exactly how they do that might surprise you. That new car smell, that's satisfying. When the car doors close, the soft push feeling of the seats. Have you noticed that? When you go in the car showroom, if you go to the BMW car showroom, if you go to the Porsche car showroom, you like the fresh smell. Sound system. They show you your sound system, recording, how they record, how you use a navigation. They sound, when you drive the car make a beautiful sound. You love the sound. You like a smell, you like a sound, you feel comfortable. They say, feel the seats, feel the leather seats, feel the comfort. Have you noticed that? Guess what? This strategy of engaging the sense to sell product is referred to as sensory marketing. Marketing that influence consumer and their brand by using. Have you noticed that? Because when you go in another shop, perfume shop, when you go to the makeup shop, what is their sensory marketing? You feel, you smell, you feel, you hear the sound, confident sound. You touch the makeup, you feel it. Engaging the sense to sell product is referred to as sensory marketing. Marketing that influence consumer perception of branding by using multi-sensory experience to establish positive emotional connection with them. Maybe in so many, when you see the advertise, what's there? Here the science behind it. We'll have 5 sense. We have a 5 sense: hearing, touch, smell, and taste. Sight, hearing, touch, smell, and taste. When 2 or more senses are equal to in a constant way, they amplify each other. If you like the smell, the 5 senses engage together. Now, when this is done, view, substitute, messaging, and marketing, consumers are more likely to retain information about the brand. And that's why brands spend so much time and money on determining what type of sensory cues best combine to create an effective positive message. When you remember, you go to the favorite restaurant. When you see your favorite food smell, how do you feel? How do you feel when you smell your favorite food? Because the smell changes your state so fast. Sensory market is not only used by car manufacturers but also by a wide variety of companies and industries ranging from food, bags, clothes, makeup. Have you noticed that? I'll give you another example. If you like a candle, you probably go in the candle shop. What do you feel? Their smell give you peace, give you the feeling. Try smell, because you the candle say, I like this candle, I like this smell, it's to give me peace. Okay, this is now how you can use your 5 cents in your selling strategy. What do you think? How you can use it? First, I'm going to give a definition. What is a kinesthetic? What they feel. Maybe I can use some example. Then you can figure out how can I use my 5 cents strategy at my business. Maybe have you noticed some smartphone they use this 5 cents strategy in their advertising. Give you the detail. This is a visual, auditory, kinesthetic. You have to master on it. This is about visual people. Visual communicator learn by seeing and memorize by looking at picture. Visual people, they like see the picture. They tend to be distracted by long verbal instruction. Appearance is important too. Then visual communicator care about how a message looks. Which word they use? Visual use a message, use a word. For example, see, I like to see it, I like to look at, I like to focus on it. Appear, beyond, show of a doubt. They just want to see it. Once they want to see your message, they say, can I see your folder? Can I see your product? Can I see your presentation? They most of the time they say this. How to engage a visual communicator? Use picture, video, slides with images, so many pictures rather than written reports or instruction. For visual communicator, a picture. They like a picture. They don't prefer the words, they like a pictures. Another thing we're going to do, auditory. Auditory people communicator learn by listening and are likely literal listeners. They can be easily distracted by background noise, but enjoy music, audio, books, and talking on the phone. Auditory communicator care most about how to message sound. They just want their sound. Which word they can use? Hear, listen, sound, like, ring a bell, manner of speaking, lend an ear, hold your tongue. Kinesthetic people, they speak so soft. They take a time when they speak. They take a time when share the feeling. Are you with me? We can how to engage an auditory communicator. Provide step by step and sequence in your communication. Tell them step by step. Additionally, be sure to give plenty of verbal feedback, especially aware of your tone of voice. Maybe if you have a feedback for your work or your product, show them videos. They love to hear what the people say. They love their voice. The kinesthetic people, they like feel the stuff. They say, could I feel it? Kinesthetic communicator learn by doing, moving, acting out and hand-on experience. Because say me, I like kinesthetic people, because when I read a book, I don't like to read a book online. I read a book, hold my hand. I like feeling the paper. I like a smell. I'm a visual auditory, because I love read a book. I need a smell as well. That's why so many people, maybe they have so many books online, but I prefer the hard copy because I want to feel this paper feeling. They often move more slowly and use more words. Kinesthetic communicator care about the gut feeling they get from a message. Does it feel right? Are you with me? Which word they use? They are very soft spoken as well. They feel, touch, concern, get a hold of, catch on, tap into balls, down, hand in hand. How to engage kinesthetic communicator? Step by step guidance and coaching through a project will help to kinesthetic communicator learn, sense their memories by doing, give concern, direction and feedback rather than theoretical. They don't like theory. They like a feedback. They like connection. They like a connection. Now maybe, because now you can think about your favorite food. Because you like a smell, you like a feeling. Try, you will hear this. Try, are you with me? Okay, now you just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take a 3 times. Take a deep breath. Okay, now you can think it's a beautiful moment in your life when you were so happy. You were so happy. Just think what a beautiful moment when you were so happy. And just notice yourself why you were so happy. Someone said to you as a reason you were so happy. As auditory or visual, you see the picture that you're happy. You felt something. You felt the love. That's why you're happy. Ask yourself. Think about this moment. Exercise with yourself. You visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Because most of the time, most person have this all feeling. Then how we can use in your meeting, in your sales meeting. For example, when I was doing the meeting. In my meeting, I use pictures. I use audio, auditory. I could kinesthetic. Maybe I say, okay, would you like to buy the house? You like to buy the big house? I just use my hand. This is your big house, your big car. Okay, when you drive your new car, how do you feel? I just in feeling, auditory. When you say, just give them 3 things together rather than just mess, because every person like feeling, every person like visual, every person like auditory. Right? When you give them any presentation, you must show the picture, or you must have the product with you. You can show, the person can feel it, your product. If you have, then you have pictures, you have a feeling, then show anything material. Just give them free. Has a reason we give them free product so they can feel it, so they can have a positive impression. Are you with me? Next time, okay, now you can make a list how you can use these 3 things in your meeting. Just think about how you can represent, how you can show the feeling, how you can show the feeling to them. They say this is for you. Same, I already give the example, the car sale, how they use this strategy. Food one, if you go in the food, McDonald's, KFC, they use this. Restaurant, why you go? Because sometimes you notice, for example, sometimes you can make a same curry in the house, but you go in the restaurant, you have the different taste. Why you have the different taste? If you want something, you make a popcorn in the house, but when you go cinema, you eat popcorn there, it's a totally different taste. What have you used there? What do you think? Now you have to come up with your own ideas how to use this 5 cents in your meeting. Alright, how you can give them positive message, how you can create effective positive message, because every single person, every human has got 5 cents. Now how can we can sensory marketing in our business? I already give you so many examples. You can go to the coffee shop. Okay, now next time you go to your favorite restaurant, ask yourself, what's the sense you really like here? Smell, feeling comfort, or music? Ask yourself, then you can figure it out. Then you can easy to explain your client. For example, if you show the house somebody, you can give the whole feeling. This is a beautiful house. They say you can feel this is a sitting room. You can have a relaxed feeling. There's no any sound here. If you can, you can give so many examples when you show somebody's house, right? And now stretch your body. If you sat down, can you stand up? Stretch your body and sit again. Stretch your body, sit down. Okay, sorry, if you sat down, can you stand up, stretch your body? And now you can think again how visual, auditory, kinesthetic can I use this feeling in my meeting, in my conversation. Should customer feel it? Could customer hear it? Could master picture I have when I make any presentation? Should I use 5 cents in my presentation? You can find the answer. If you need any extra help for the rapport building, how to use your 5 cents in the market in your presentation, you can book a coaching session with me. Then we can discover together, right? Then we can work together. I love to help you. Another thing, if you want to learn how to use your subconscious mind power, you can join my training classes for 3 months. I will teach you how you can use your subconscious mind power, and then how you can use another people's subconscious mind to influence them, persuade them, how you can them positive influence on them, how you can have emotional connection with them, how you can establish positive emotion with them. You can use your subconscious mind power as well. Okay, now we're going to discover how we connect with people. So finally, we're going to learn about how to create honest interest in your client. So let's go next session, and we're going to until keep smiling and bless yourself. I hope you enjoy this session. We're going to see in the next session. Next session, we're going to discover create interest. How to create interest. How you can ask questions. Because you already built the rapport with the person, you're already pacing and leading. Now we're going to how to create interest regarding your product or service, right? Until keep smiling. Very soon going to see in next session. Have you ever had someone try to tell you something and they were really going on and on? You weren't even interested. How many times does it happen with you? You were in some meetings or you were in presentations, you weren't interested. Or worse yet, have you ever been telling somebody about your product or your service or something that you are interested in and notice that they weren't interested at all, or you just keep going embarrassingly? Maybe now you can close eyes for 2 seconds. Just think about this moment. Maybe you were in the meeting was so boring. Observe yourself where you were. What are you thinking? What were you wondering when did you have these kind of, maybe you can say, when did you have this kind of event in your life? Maybe this kind of meeting, you weren't interested in this meeting, but you're still sitting there. What have you noticed? Maybe, am I right? Your body was there and your mind was somewhere else. Are you with me? As a reason, I hope when you listen this video, I hope your mind and body present same time, same place. Last time I gave you the example, when you have a dinner or lunch, as a reason, enjoy your dinner and lunch because your body was there but your mind was somewhere else. How often was it happen with you? And now you can think about the next event in your life. I can say, when you drive the car, just you drive subconsciously or consciously. Think about, okay, next time you notice that when you drive the car, you drive consciously or subconsciously. Try. It is a very common for salespeople to jump ahead of themselves in their sales process and beginning their presentation before they create interest. Very common. This has a reason, because you were in the meeting, you in the presentation, you were bored. Because the person, he jumped with the presentation, he didn't create interest. Have you noticed that? Has a reason, you felt bored there. You can have the greatest product in the world. Your client can be well qualified. What if you don't have the ability to create interest in the client? the greatest product in the world is probably not going to do you any good. Said differently, is going to go unsold. So before we jump into the next session, we have to work on it. That's very important to know. There are several tools that create subconscious influence and people, and one of those tools is called power of words. Have you thought? Because when you say that, because last time we did practice, after yes, you have the different feeling. If you say the no, you have the different feeling. When in the as, because, frame, there are certain words that trigger us to go on autopilot. Automatic autopilot. Have you noticed that when you say yes, I know it's going to be yes, you have the different feeling. If you say tired, then if you say to yourself, I'm tired, you have the different state. If you say I'm energetic, you have a different feeling. The word automatic, you trigger. Are you with me? Maybe you can think any certain words will give you the trigger. Last time I was driving with my friend, we was listening the song. When she heard the song, she started crying. Because she said this song was played when my dad's funeral. As a reason, she started crying. What this song give you trigger? Sadness. As a reason, she started crying. Automatic pilot. Or try the sound words. We already in our life so many words. Automatic give you the trigger. We don't know why we are upset. It's a word because the reason behind that is that the drive for people to justify behavior. Now, what is a because? Because, what does it trigger to you? Because what? When you listen the word because, what do you think? What because when you hear this? Because the reason behind that is that the drive for people to justify. Because when you hear the word because, justify, you can justify yourself. I haven't finished my report because I wasn't feeling well. I didn't attend my meeting because my father was unwell. You justify yourself. It's so strong with each of us that we have learned to anchor the word because to feeling like someone or something has justified reason. Researchers have found, maybe I can give you the example, this has happened with you as well. Researchers have found that even if what is said after the word because doesn't make a sense logically, the majority of people will still complain as if there were a genuine reason. Let me give you an example. They did an experiment and they would have a line say to, for example, the big queue they're going to buy the medicine. Their big queue were there, they're waiting for maybe newspaper, buy any cinema text, anything they did that. They see what they found. It was amazing. What they found was that somebody from the back of the line, if they go to the front of the line and say, listen, I need to get in here because whatever they say after that, because I'm in hurry, or because I'm really thirsty, or because I need to get back to the office, people won't question it. Last time I went to the airport, I was waiting for check my luggage and one lady came. She said, could I go before you because my flight, I'm going to miss my flight. Right? And the lady said to me, can I go before you because I'm getting late, I won't miss my flight. I didn't ask any question, I let her go. This is maybe, now you can think how often it happened with you. Just think about how often does it happen with you. Because somebody, you was standing in the queue and someone came to see, could I go before you? Maybe it's my goal, she's waiting for you, she's in the car, I have to go in the hurry, I have to go back to work, I have a doctor appointment. You won't ask any questions, you let them go. If they just let them I think you probably let them go. And over again, very interested, and I want you to have that background in that example, because this frame is an important part of how to create interest, because you can use it to create interest in your clients as well, and that is going to help you create more. See, before we can start this, how to use this psychology, how you can use the word because, we can do a little exercise. If you sit down, can you stand up and stretch your body? Stretch your body and big smile on your face. I think this has happened when, because somebody said to you, can I go before you? And you feel good about yourself as well. Oh, we're helping someone. And knowing you have thought came into your mind, yes, I'm helping someone. He or she in the rush, I'm helping him. Universal is watching me. I will get something nice. It's a happiness, right? Now as if sat on. Now just take a deep breath. When you breathe in, just all your negative energy is coming out. When you breathe in, positive energy going inside. When you breathe out, all negative energy is coming out. Just take 3 times for me. 1, 2, 3. So let's get to step 5 of the selling process. How to create sincerely and trust. So what is now complete phase? We call it engage the customer, step number 5. That is creating trust, and that is a crucial step, because the truth of the matter is, unless you get a person with a really interested in having the sale are going 1 year, and right out of the other, she's going to find a way to grab their interest very quickly over to give me some way to do it the same way as you grab somebody's attention. I already told you how you can grab your attentions. Use your inner power, smile, give them compliment, give them gift. You remember the 13-14 ways how you can grab your attention. It's a great way for you simply get their interest. Also, that is to make sure you put them the kinds of state. Give them positive state. We already work on it. State where they really want to hear more. I will tell you that the key to this step is you do not go on and beginning to give a presentation into your first. Have someone hungry to hear your presentation. Okay, maybe I can give you a very simple example. If you make really nice food, if you really nice delicious food for your kids or your partner, if your partner or kids, they're not hungry, they won't eat your delicious food, because we don't want, because we're not hungry. Same in the presentation. If your product is really good, phenomenal service, but if they're not hungry to hear, they won't listen it. Even you have favorite food on the table, but you're not hungry, you won't eat your favorite food. Does it make sense to you? Why do you go about doing that? What's the best way to do that? Please make sure, or you make sure you ask a lot of questions. The more questions you ask, you area a lot of things. Firstly, achieving these questions is you give the prospect the chance to be in control. One of the things that concern prospects, people are going to deal with them, would concern you as well. Is a feeling like somebody isn't just taking at you and feeling like you have some control of what's going on. Also, when you ask a prospector opinion, you're making law reciprocation, because now while you're listening to their opinion, if they really feel like you are hearing them, they are going to listen to you as well. So the more questions you can ask to dig and find out some other interest, the more powerful you're going to be in creating more of that interest, because there are a lot of things in our life that we want. For example, you already know you have to clean your room. Maybe you have to wash your car twice a week, or you have to tidy your office. You must read this book. You already know so many things. You focus on, you interested on it. You say, I should do this, I should do this. Okay, now you can make a list which things you really want to do that for doing it. You really interested, maybe you have interested, go to gym every day, go for a walk every day, maybe you meet your friends every week, anything. You already know, you have the interest. What's the missing there? You have the interest to do this, but doing it. What is missing there? What feelings are missing there? The motivation. The missing is a motivation as a reason doing this. Our life that we want what it not until we focus on, because focus is missing on them, that we beginning to have feeling about this, would you might be interested. A lot of things where you don't actually feel interested until someone starts asking questions about you or your family interested in there. For example, if you really want to go gym, but you're not going to gym, but now someone asks you if you want to be healthy, maybe you have any certain problem in the health. If you don't go to the gym, you will going to be worse. You focus on, they say, yes, I want to go to gym every day. If somebody come, your best friend, your home, you have to clean your room. You have to clean, because if someone come your office, they say, oh, your office really untidy. Then you say, oh my God, I must tidy my office. You understand? Someone asks the questions, they say, then you will take actions. Same in the sales. And the sales, the customers, they have so many interest, but nobody come and motivate them. Nobody come to hurt them. Now this is your job. Motivate them, hurt them by asking questions. Are you with me? Okay, now maybe think about your past, maybe recently you really want to do something and you haven't done, maybe delay for so many months or weeks. Certainly someone asked you question, you took action. That's right. Can you think about this? Anything? Maybe I can say, because you already know you have to lose a weight, something, or you went to the party, your friend said to you, oh, you're doing very well, you gained the weight. She said, oh my God, I have to do something. It's happened most of the time, And maybe your friend bought a new car and you say, oh, I have to do something as well. Your friend is going to be promoted. Then you say, oh my God, I have to do something as well. You focus on it and you have the feeling and you take interest. That's right. Same with the perspective as well. They need a motivation, they need a heart, right? And another thing I can say you here, start to get motivated. Lots of way to do. It's okay. One way to do it, of course, do something demonstration. Show them. I will grab somebody's interest. Now do in demonstration. Like we talked about, another one to get interest is talk about some of our service. Maybe I can give you here a very good example. I think you will like it. For someone call you, maybe someone call you, they say your friend name, we can give the friend Rob. Okay, Bob, your friend name is Bob. They say, okay, you know the Bob? You say, yes. Immediately they took your attention. They say, no, you know the Bob? You say, he's my best friend. What they did, immediately caught your attention. As well, yes, they say to you, he won £1 million. You say, oh, really? What has happened? They took your attention. They got your attention. Immediately they say, what he did? He won £1 million. The person say you, he won a £1 million. If you want to see the proof, you can go to the website. You can see your friend's name. He won £1 million. So last week he bought a ticket from us. Would you like buy the ticket? What do you think? Would you buy the ticket? What do you think? Would you buy the ticket? I know. I'm pretty sure you will buy the ticket. I'll try another thing. Maybe they call you another person and they say, you know, this is a Bob. You say, yes, he's doing fantastic in her life. He thought he made a huge difference in his business. Really helpful. Thank a bell immediately. You probably want to know about it. It wouldn't you well? What do you think? If someone call you, your friends is doing huge difference in his business. He making so much money. He bought his dream car. He bought his dream house. What do you think? You have curious to find out how did it happen. You want to figure out what he has been doing it. So he creates so many great, awesome result. What do you think? Maybe immediately you got interest instantly. You're willing to hear what he was doing. Are you with me? It's amazing. And you say what he doing. Maybe you can phone your another friends and figure out what he did so far, what he was doing in his business. And then you say, you have to grab interest like that your customer. Show them proof. The guy called you, your friend won 1 million pounds. You can go my website, you can see their name, you show the proof. Somebody that I have a friend and respect you, because you have to respect them, but they grab your attention, got your interest. Another thing, they grab your attention and got your interest. Now you are all ears. So if you're going to create an amaze in your mind, what you want the customer look like when you are done with the step, you might have a customer, a real large ear on listening to you instantly with hungry eyes. That's really what we are going to go for in order to really be able to grab somebody's interest. We have a 6 steps process that we use to. It starts out with number 1, making what we call a big fat claim. And you say big fat claim, what is this? What that matter? What that mean is make a statement. This is mean as a statement. Make a big statement about something you know is really in the person's interest. Something they really want, something. Tell, create a member. We are doing with selling. We are creating a large want. One way to go, this is a grab their interest was something they're already interested. We discussed interested, or take a small interest, something they're kind interest in, and talk to them about it. Talk to me about until they start focusing on again and see how important it is to them, or talk about that interesting talking about good by not having that what it is costing you. For example, I already give you recent example. I say your friend won 1 million pound. This meaning if you know by the tech what cost you will have. You miss the opportunity. You might win next time. This is genuine. If you're lucky, the costing because you miss opportunity where you cost the money or emotional anything. How do you think that affect your business? If you miss this opportunity, this will affect your business and your family, on your relationship, on your health. Another would you say want to start them up and struggle to hurt. But the first step, of course, is to make a big fat claim. And you have got to make a big fat claim. They associate to another. It is something that they really want. I think the biggest mistake, some people, they make a big fat claim, but people don't trust them. What's missing there? I think the biggest mistake, they sales and make another. They will make the claim, but they don't want to do things. They make a claim, they can't back up. They don't have the reference. They don't have a proof they can do this. The guy he called you, your friend won the money, and she said you can go to the website, you can see the name your friends and see another people's name, because he say back up. Because some people they claim a bag, but they don't have a backup. As a reason, they lost their trust. What you're going to really be careful of, because that will never work for they make a big fat claim, and it is when they come back up what it is not one of the customer really interested in, you keep talking to customer about how they did increase their sale. But customer want increase the sale. Sometimes just talk with the negative, or you must tell them how they increase their sale, how they can lose a weight, how they can be healthy. Just tell these kind of stuff. I already give you so many examples on the slide. You can have a look at it. So that's why during the phase of connecting with the person and getting to know them, it's so important to be sure you're listening and hearing what they really need. Because I already give you the example. Listen their story and think about what's they're missing in their story, what they really interested, what they really want to do. Maybe this, I really want to spend more time with my family, but has a reason my business is struggling because I do have lack of clients. I don't increasing my sale. You say, oh, I really want to go to the gym, but I don't have the time. You say, what's the missing? They really want to do this, but they don't know how to do this. But they really need are what their real interests are, so that when you make a big fat claim, it has an impact. So you making a big fat claim, then we go to is backup with the fact, and the way you do that, the word you use in change in the word. Do you remember the because word? Then even if this doesn't make a sense, it still makes sense of this, the prospect, and you want to make a sense. For example, I can give you another example. What was happened with me? I give you an example. Maybe I can say, hopefully it doesn't make sense to you. Okay, now you can just take a deep breath again. I know we study a lot. We so much knowledge I give you, so much information I give you. Now you just take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath. Now you can think about the moment when you were in the presentations and someone give you the big fat claim and they don't have a backup. What were you wondering? Do you remember the event? When you lose your trust and you lose your respect, if I'm right? Just think about this moment when you were this state, or this event, or maybe someone give you the big fat claim, but he doesn't have the backup. Okay, maybe I can say, maybe next time you won't trust the person, you won't listen his plan again, you won't attend his presentation, maybe you tell more people about this person. Okay, next time you remember this, if you can give some big fat claim, you must have the backup. Are you with me? Well done. For example, last time, maybe 2 weeks ago, someone called me, recently came to me and said, Priya, how are you? I said, I'm okay. He said, I know that you're doing many things, your company, you're working very hard, you're helping so many people. I know you're a very busy person. I respect your time. I respect you. I value your time. But I think if you just give me a couple of minutes, listen it very careful. He said, just give me a couple of minutes. I can tell you how to take your company next level. I have noticed that he has done a lot of work about my company. He researched it as a reason he's saying this. Okay, because he did his homework. I just noticed immediately. I did some research and found that he was looking. Then he said to me, I know you're looking for expand your company, you want to help more people, and so has a reason you want to work internationally. I say, okay, that's fine. I say, good then. I say good. What he did, he took my attention. That's right. Then I said, it's great. Then he said to me, other thing. I said, okay, that'd be good. He said, look, talking, I will help you expand your business, and you can help more people that way. Then I say, it will generate the capital need. We want to go out and make the biggest difference. So sure enough, he said, I know some ways. Then he said, I know some ways how you can expand your business, how you can help more people. I know some ways this could take a company more vigor and increase your profit. You will help more people. Have you noticed that? What he said, do a big claim here. And he did a big claim. And do it less than 4 months by increasing your profit as well by 4 months. My brain immediately went like crazy. Said the reason I say that because I have done, look, listen it careful. I've done it now for about 15 companies last 4 years. He say I has been working almost 4 years and I helped so many people. Give me the proof. I said, okay. Then I said, that's fine. I said, can he said, now what is a nice? He said, nice. You helping so many people, you increase people's profit and sale, help them. I said, that's fine, that's good. He told me something, but I don't know what's going to mean to me. What is my emotional reason to want to buy something? I say, okay, I'm happy. You have been working 4 years, you help so many people, but okay, what you can do for me like this now? Buy this idea, listen to him and what he says as well, what I'm really mean to you. Then he say, what it really mean to you is the opportunity to have your company. He say, I'm offering you opportunity. Grow and expand and help more people. Are you with me? First he gave me the big fat claim, then he gave me the opportunity. Try, grow my business, help more people, able to have kind of capital through your company and stock. He says, must that be good? We will take over some of the other companies. He said, I take over some companies. I know you expand your company. Then he say, I know you're working on it. That is really mean to you. Then he say, give me another benefit immediately. And was even more personal. It would really mean to you as a probably jump your net worth by about 10 million in a short period of time. What kind of grab my attention? That's right. And he said, and the reason I say that is give me some sport in him more sophisticated. I did this company and then company I this for the gentleman. He just gave the name, the person he already helped this. The company is doing very well. What he did, he support his big claim. He show me the evidence, support material, some evidence to back up this big fat claim. Next thing, when you go any meeting, you can say this, grab their interest, give them big fat claim. Then after you show your backup, show your evidence, you already did it. Then he can find some. He said, listen, but my last time I give you another example because I really want to go to the hospital. I really want to do for my skin treatment. The girl said to me, oh, I have 3 doctors available. I say, can you give me their name? Okay, she gave me the name for 3 doctors. I went to their website. When you look their website, I saw their evidence. I saw their reference. I know they're doing big fat claim. Your skin is going to be better, something like that. Okay, the girl, she was speaking with me. I just immediately go their website. I say, oh, this is 3 doctor. Then I say, oh, that doctor. When I read their website, their reference, see their evidence in one doctor, I say, their evidence really strong. Then I pick that doctor. I say, I will make appointment this doctor. Now, if you have any website, you have to give them evidence. What have you done so far? Give your feedback like this. So far, you're with me now? So then he said to me again, came back this conversation. Then he can find some. He said, listen, what my purpose now? He said, my purpose right now, I will ask you more questions regarding your business, regarding your service. If you have any problem, can you give me some information? What he did, he got permission to probe, which is going to be our next step. Right? Are you with me? So what do you say? He said, my purpose at the time is to get your answers to a few questions. I want to get your answer to few questions. He said, do you mind if I ask? What he say? He took a permission. So again, he didn't push himself on me. What a lot of people do in the qualifying mood is assume that they could just ask personal question and get them in trouble. Have you noticed that? Because sometimes people ask me personal questions. Tell me about your family. I say, you come here talk about my business. Why you ask my family? Trouble, even though they build rapport early in the sales process. So you want to get permission to pro. So there are the steps how to get their interest. It's real simple. Make a big fat claim because the state a fact which mean to you. Tell my benefit your company can really give them, which really mean to you, which really you really wanted. They say, for example, I say I have this diet. You want to lose a weight, really mean to you, be healthy. You can say that. Give them a big emotional reason why they should listen to, want to probably buy now, and then come back over here and support your claim. Then you can show the reference. So many people follow this diet, they lose the weight. So many people follow this diet. Look their evidence. Your best friend was doing this because you've already been there on Facebook. That's right. Claim very quickly, not in detail, because you are not selling them yet. You want to get them where they're hungry to hear, and want you go to say and them to get permission. A pro. My purpose at this time is just to get your answers to some questions. No, that's the way that's expressed. I want to make sure I do that accurate. The first time I jumped across it again. My purpose at this time to get your answers to some questions. So again, you're putting them ball in their court. Is that okay with you? If you got them hungry, if you got the interest, they're going to say absolutely no. You have absolutely permission to be able to pro now. Remember, there are lots of ways to do this, but the most important way to get somebody's interest is paid attention, listen to, do your homework before you see someone, before you have a meeting someone, and ask lots of questions. Remember, if you ask questions, if you take the pressure off you because if you ask enough questions, it become a two-way conversation. That's a one way. It's not all the weight on. You're putting some weight back on the prospect to be able to answer back. I also want you know, if you really want to store up interest, one the way you do, let's take something that they already have an interest. Find out what they really interested in, and find out by showing and the consequence of them not having that interest with feeling, really getting more the feeling a little hard. If you do this, what will happen? The heart, more you hard, then them quote unquote terms of find emotions they have pain about, the more interest they will become, and more you can expose them and more they will come. Now you can write it, how you can write your big claim regarding your product, what your evidence you can show your customer. You're doing very well, very well. Have you noticed when we go any interview, we give them all answers which they ask the questions. They say, oh, maybe you say, I'm very flexible, I'm very good worker, I'm very good leader, I can lead the team, I'm very flexible, I don't have any conflict at my work. But still, they don't believe you. This is fine. Then they ask the reference. I say, can you give me the reference? Then they speak with your previous boss, they can take the reference, then they check the reference, then after they offer you a job. I think here again in the sales industry, I believe and I think. For example, now there are the 7 ways to handle somebody who, when you make a big fat claiming unit on the evidence, you tell them and they still don't believe you ever doubt. They don't believe you have done it. Are you with me? that you're making an honest claim, then there is a nice person, he say, I don't believe you. Right? It happens all the time. I say, okay, you're saying this, oh, it's fine, okay. They act like that. They say, as a reason, how we can handle this. When someone say, I believe your fact again, but I want the reference. I need the proof. Okay, so we have to discover this is a 7 points. You have to remember this. How you to handle this? Maybe objections, you can say rejection, or you have to they not trust you. If same when you go in any job interview, you explain them everything, you're really good, but at least they say, I want your reference from your previous boss. Even you go for anywhere, they ask your reference. They say, do you really good person? So you have to prove this. Same, if their product really good, you claim, big fat claim, but still they need a reference, they need a proof. So we're going to cover here 7 members. These help you to handle these objections. Are you with me? Now maybe you can think that like that. Maybe in your personal life, maybe somebody say to you, oh, I can do this. You can say, show me the proof. Show me the proof you really did it. Same, they don't be offended because they want to prove your mind can't believe this. It's your mind need the reference. So number 1 is a 7 members. I can say that D. D is going to stand for just demonstrate. We all hear the idea that seeing is believing. That's a very true. If you can show somebody something, most people are very visual oriented and selling strategy. Not all people, but a large number of our population, because of television, they watch a film, they watch a movie. If you can demonstrate right there in front of them, you can wipe off all the disbeliefs. Maybe you can record a film, you can make a film, show the proof in front of them. Somebody may have at that time. Secondly, we need is given example. Now if you can demonstrate, please give some example of people you have worked with. At least give some example of some stories. Maybe you can give stories. You can say, I helped this product really helped this person. As a reason, have you noticed so many websites, they put the stories, they put a reference as a reason. That's fine. You can tell about where we have gotten a result, what becomes more real for. Then thirdly, give some fact. And when you deliver that fact, make sure that you're congruent, because sometimes you're delivering real fact, but you're thinking about like how you're coming across you. No, I mean, or you are not positive about the fact, but I have done myself. Sometimes it's really, I say good, but your body doesn't support you. When you give them fact, must check your body language, check your physiology, you have to check your words. But I believe it is if it is your business and you need to know fact, norm up front, so you are ready immediately to be able to support that person with precise fact. Please make your precise fact and say these are the fact that this is. What you think? How you can, maybe you have to make a list how you can give them fact. Your products will be blow out of loss of disbelief. Many times next you got to make sure that you do some display sometime, not just a demonstrate, but really you will have something set there in front of them and show them this really work from them. Because when you see they advertise for cream advertise, if they have you have a back pain, anything, they say when you apply this cream, you feel after when you have applied this diet, you feel slim. First they show the person is overweight. After the diet, they show the person slim body. Same, they show the fact, they show exhibit. You have to think about them a period of time. For some people, we all have a different way of being convinced. But for some of the people in the world, what they need to do and spend enough time to add something, it's like you can just demonstrate good exhibit, you got to make sure that experience, it really works a little bit through time, not just for a moment. So think about, you can really show this as a way where that feeling is just for my own personal. Maybe you say, I have tried this, my family tried this last days. Show them, give them proof. Same if you're going to buy the product, you're going to see the result after you buy the product. Same the customer, they want to see the result. I know this, you told them, but still they need a proof. You have to show them proof. Then we have a T meaning testimonial. You must have a testimonial. Last time I have seen one person's profile, he has got 500 testimonial from their company, CEO, managers, organizers. He has got a big folder. He got 500 testimonial for them. And you have to think about how many testimonial you can carry it. Maybe show the paper, or you have to show the video, you have to show the lateral. You have to make this on your testimonial. You have to create it, or you have to tell your customer, give them feedback and show them this is my testimonial. Then after, you have to show them data, statistics. I can say this word, statistic. You have to show them data like a referrals. You know, when you can actually use this testimonial, the previous, what is the referral? One referral was called 15. Maybe one person, I have seen their folder, they have a 15 calls. They are referrals. Testimonials, more power you can have any other way to break through people's disbelief about some of your big fat claim. If you some statistic, be real, simplest, guess some statistic, and hopefully then can verify. So that can I say this is a really worthwhile. I can say maybe when you can give any reference, you can say give the number. You can say this is my client number. You can call them. You can ask me regarding him. Don't be scared. If you're really honest, you say you can have my number, my client's number. You can take a feedback. You can take a reference from my clients. Maybe I can say this is a wonderful. If someone asks me, I say this is my client. You can speak with her. You can take a feedback from regarding me. Just most of the time people will not call them, but if this is my client data, this is my client detail. If you want, you can call them and ask them. I can let you know you're going to call them. But try that is better for, because sometimes this really help you. Because when the person maybe you're new, because their product may be new, that's why they want a result. They want to see the result. So they give their mind to enough emotional reason. Their mind, they can give logical reason, because when they see your result, they can see your data, they can see your reference. Their mind, they have plenty logical reason to buy your product. Are you with me? Maybe you remember that maybe recently you bought some product. Maybe the person show you, demonstrate, show you the reference, show you the data, everything. After you made so many logical reason to buy this, before you think this is no your want, but after you think this, I really want it. Maybe for an example, like you WhatsApp. Before we don't use the WhatsApp, because now everyone, single person has been using the WhatsApp because of a free call, free text, free video message. Then because you tell your friend, oh, why are you using your phone? Use a WhatsApp. This is a free calling. Before you didn't have this need. Now, this is you want and need. Are you with me? Okay, now if you're with me, just take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath. I think when you give them demonstrate, you give them example, you give them fact, you can show them your data, you show them testimonial, you give everything. After they're hungry to listen your presentation, they have hunger to listen your plan. Try. I can say this is quite good too as well. When you have the demonstration, you have the fact, you have data, you have so many reference. Maybe you have 200 reference, maybe you have 100 reference, and you have exhibit as well. You're confident. You have a different level of confidence because you prepare for the objections. Because if the person say, oh, I can understand, you show the video, this is video, you can use the product like that. Maybe some people, they're going by iPad, iPhone, anything, they don't know how to use. Show the video, you say, you can take this. You can you can listen this video again and again. You can watch this video again and again. This you can demonstrate. I can say this is based technology is so good. You can make the video how to use your product. That be good. They can watch again and again, because has a reason when you prepare for this before the meeting. How do you feel when you go for the meeting? You have statistic, you have a testimonial, you have a fact, you have example, and you have a strong stories. How do you feel when you have sat on the front of customer, and then you know how to build the rapport, and then you know how to manage the state, then you know customers manage state, and you know how to manage your state? How do you feel then? How's your confidence level? How you feel congruent in your body? What do you think? How your confidence level? Just think about for 2 seconds. Now we can do this exercise. 2 seconds. If you go for the meeting, you have this all stuff. How do you feel in the meeting? What do you feel? Think about. Close eyes and think about. Do you have fear of rejections? Do you have fear of people don't buy your product? What do you think? What you have state? You be more strong. You're a leader. You have a good. You love yourself because you know your product is awesome. Because you have a proof it is awesome. What do you think? Close eyes. Imagine you're in the meeting. You prepare for everything. You have everything. What do you feel? Look yourself. You're more confident. You have a feeling. My God, you're feeling great. Do you have any fear of rejections? What do you feel at the moment if you have prepared for everything? Maybe ask another question. What was missing before this training? What do you feel now? You know how to create connect. You know how to create interest. What do you feel? You feel awesome. You feel great. Now you wonder if you can give someone presentation. Will they listen to you? Will they sleep in the presentation? Will they have hunger to listen to you? What do you think when you do your homework? What do you think? Write it. Say yes. They will listen my presentation. They will have a hunger to listen. They won't sleep in my presentation because they open their eyes. They open their ear. They will listen to me. Are you with me? Yes. Now, so for today's assignment, make a big fat claim. Make sure you prepare, do your homework fast. Your big fat claim must be based on something, a benefit or result that the prospect is truly interested in already. Also make sure it's a claim you can back up your claim. Are you with me? Back up your big claim. Back up your claim. Use word because and often a factor. Remember the power of because. Use the language which mean to you, and then offer another benefit. Say and what they really mean to you is, and state a more direct emotional benefit. Support your claim. Say and the person I say this is, and offer evidence to back up your big fat claim. Simple evidence. Get permission to probe. Say the purpose at the time is to get your answer to few questions. Do you mind if I ask them? This is your assignment. Sorry, if you close eyes, please open the eyes. Sorry, I didn't say to you, you must open the eyes. I'm sorry. Okay, I say yes, open eyes. So for today's assignment, we have to write 6 steps. How you can relate with your product, how you can make your big fat claim, then word use of because, which mean to you, and mean to you another benefit, and the reason I say this, take a permission, and I said the purpose. Now make this your homework. You must do the homework because We are committed to excellence. Are you with me? Also, you have to prepare your demonstration, how you demonstrate your product. Example tells you some stories. Fact. Are you with me? Tell your fact. Exhibit. Show them. Now you can testimonial. Data. Statistic. Must be ready before you go any meeting, before you start any presentation. So this. Then again make them hungry to hear what you have to say. Grab their interest with a big fat flame and get permission to move to the enrolling stage, permission to beginning to qualify them. We now move into the enrolling stage where we learn to prove for a problem and magnify the heart. I'm excited for the next session. So far, how do you feel? I feel amazing when I share with this. I can say now your confidence, you believe with yourself is getting better and better and better. How do you feel yourself before the 5 days ago? Maybe you can share with me your experience. How far do you feel you understand sales expertise? If you any kind of you can have challenge, any problem, you can book a coaching session with me. Also, if you really want to learn how to use your subconscious mind power, you can join my course Unlock the Infinite Power. Then you can understand how you use your inner power, because everything you're inside, we're looking for outside. Because I can say that I just love, because we have this power inside, but at the moment it's inactive. If you want to active your power, you can join my training session. If you need extra help, book a coaching session, because we are committed to excellence here. If you don't understand this video, you can watch again and do your homework. If you don't do your homework, nobody going to help you. Nobody. For example, like that, I give you my example. Now I here hired my trainer because I want to be fit. So my trainer, as my trainer, he was standing beside me. Just say, tell me, do this exercise, do this. I do myself because I want to lose a weight. I want to be fat. Has a reason. He's not doing anything. He just tell me. So this homework, you have to do homework. Maybe you can hire best trainer in the world. You can go the best university for study, but you have to do homework by yourself. You have to write the report by yourself. Nobody going to do it for you. But if you want to improve yourself, if you want to be expertise on something, you have to decide. Because I always say to you, you have to power to make any decision. Just you have to decide. You want to be expertise or you want to be ordinary salespeople. So congratulations, you have just finished phase 1 of the selling process. Phase 1 of the selling process, and now it's time to move to phase 2. So have fun with your journeys. So will I see you next session. I'm looking forward next session. Until, bless you, keep smiling and always believe in yourself, because you are unique. You are God created you. Always love yourself.